Leaving Florida State, we knew we played very good ball that weekend, but when we got back to campus and we had to get back to practice and start working, we decided as like a whole, and Coach Allister had us really focus on one thing that we can get good at. So when we got to Arizona, we thought that this, we were very confident going in because we knew we had just played some really good softball, but we also knew that we had a very challenging weekend ahead of us. So going back to working on the small things, if we could apply those to this really tough weekend that we had ahead of us, we were going to be really, really successful. So the first game of the weekend for us was our game against Mount St. Mary. We had to learn stuff about ourselves as a team, and we learned stuff about ourselves individually and different things that we can improve upon, which ultimately will, when we were able to make those changes, we could play better together as a whole. And I think overall, like, it's good to have games like that in a W, even though we had some things that we needed to work on. And there are a lot of really good things that did happen in that game, like Maddie Houlihan hitting a grand slam on a changeup, which was fantastic. It was when we were tied 7-7, and that put us up ahead, and that was a really big momentum shifter and definitely one of the big highlights of the weekend. So the ASU game had a really great vibe to it. It was a lot of fun. We came out with a lot of intensity, and putting up 2 runs in the first inning right away was a really big deal, and that was fantastic. It set the tone for the whole game, and I think it set the tone for the rest of the weekend too. We made a lot of really great plays. Sarah was fantastic in the circle, and it was awesome to hit the ball the way that we did. I think Paige hit a home run that game, and Sam hit a home run into the palm trees that game. So it was a really exciting game to be a part of, and I think it really showed the true potential that this team has against some really, really great competition. So our first game against Houston was another really good game. It was a nice battle between 2 really gritty teams who, if we'd punch, they'd punch right back. And when you have 2 teams who go against each other like that, it really keeps things exciting because you can't take a pitch off. You have to push every single inning, every single pitch, and you have to find a way to get runners on and keep the momentum on your side. And I think we did a really good job of that. I think it also helps when you have great pitching in the circle. Sarah did a very good job that entire game, and we made some really good plays in the field, and the bench was fantastic that game, being on runner and being on bunt and slap throughout the whole game. When the bench is doing a really great job, it really changes the whole dynamic of the game because they add a different asset that that we kind of can't have on the field. So we got to play Houston for a second time this weekend. Going in, we had a lot of things that we learned from the first game. We knew what to expect. we knew that, like I said, they're going to punch, we're going to punch right back, or vice versa. So we knew going in that it was going to be a battle, but we also knew that if we can put up one run an inning, we're going to win a ball game. And if we can continue that, we're going to be really successful. And I think we did a really great job of that throughout the entire game. We found ways to score runs, and we had a lot of really great offensive innings. Sarah did a great job on the mound. Defense was great. And Nikki came in the 7th inning and really, she struck out the side, and she really changed the tone and made that last inning very exciting. It was really great to come out and win 5 ball games in a setting that Arizona's a fun place to play, but it has its challenges. I think we came out and we played really well, and I was really impressed with how we played, and I'm really excited to get to Georgia next week and continue the success that we had this past weekend.